Welcome back to HBM mod. No, not HBM mod. Kitchen sink. Kitchen sink mod pack. Today, we're going to be making the ship itself into the super ship, the Corvette. Because we found out previously that we cannot make a ship that is this small and have it work. Our ship is way too small. Or our ship core is way too small to make it work. So, that is why we're building this. And why we have radiation poisoning. Because I had to go to the Nether a bunch to make this thing even happen. And now it's finally ready to happen. We're making our lithium dust. And then we're assembling our lithium dust to make capacitive crystals. And these capacitive crystals will now make the actual ship core. Which is actually pretty nice. It's taken a long time to get here. I feel like this, we've been waiting for this for like 20 episodes now. And I've just been failing you all at this. But this is what we need to do. To make the actual final part of the ship. Corvette ship core. And now it's time to program in our ship and then set off on our massive adventure through the stars. It's going to be very interesting to see what is out there, because we have not gone to space yet, and I have not gone much into space other than to test if it actually works or not. So we'll see about how well this goes. I need to dump a bunch of rubbish off into these boxes here. I will probably bring this wood with me. Wood is something handy to have. Cobblestone probably too. Also handy to have in case of an emergency and I need to bridge back to the ship or something like that. Organizing your hotbar is also important to have, so you need to organize it like this. But I'm about to die anyway, so I'm going to just place the Corvette ship core onto the thing. I'll bring rotten flesh with me just in case. So I'm going to go on board of the ship, and then we'll be getting ready to go to space. Bro. It has all of the energy too. It has all of the energy. Check that out. Oh, wait, what? 600. Oh, it's going to take a little bit to charge up because it is going to require much more energy. Now it should be Stark Castle. Yes. Booting ship. Acquiring parameters. Checking assembly failed. Okay. Ship has no dimensions set yet. Okay, triangulation ongoing. Let's hit 1. And then remember, what the coordinates were was 16 front, 5 right, 6 up, 19 back. Hopefully it's not 3,000 blocks. Otherwise this thing is going to get chopped in half. Intentionally, of course. Left is 5, 1 is down. 1,300 tons. It's not heavy enough to go to space at the Corvette scale. Ship is too light, so I actually need to add more stuff to my ship to get it into space. But that's not a problem with me, because I did have some plans for this thing. So I want to add probably some... Holy crap, today we're just going to be building. Wow, it's actually incredible that we can go to space with this thing. I guess we'll add on more blocks to the back. No, we cannot do that. That would be extending it way too far. We'll have to make the top section much larger, or add on extra distance to the sides. I guess we could make it wider. Make it 10 blocks wide on each side. How would we do this? Add in like some kind of extra... Make it a few blocks lower down as well. Maybe we'll have to excavate out this area here. Make a dash shovel for that. Let's get started then. We could just bring the ground with us into space. Like honestly, we could probably just bring the ground with us into space. But to get into space, we will need to make this ship run. It's going to be expensive to actually move the ship around as well, because it's going to be much bigger. Which is the downside to having to upgrade my ship to this larger size, because... Well, I thought it would actually be perfect at this size. Yeah, I clearly didn't account for the fact that I might need to make a bigger ship. If only I had accounted for that. Right, so if I add these blocks on to the top like this, will this actually increase the amount of, like... stuff I can do? We'll have other areas on board the ship, so I guess we'll put some of these on top. Like, does that increase the amount of, like, ship that's here? Like, how many blocks does it say now? It needs, it's got 1,311 blocks, and it needs 400 more blocks. 400 more blocks. Well, I could just add more to it. Anyway. I'm going to make the dash shovel from the dash ingot. So we need this. And this. And boom. We only have one dash ingot. Only way for us to get them right now is either from the chem plant, if we make a chem plant, or another one. which would specifically be for dash. I'm gonna have to carve out the entire ground, and I'm gonna add on a basement level. Because why not? Yeah, I guess, what are we even gonna do in the basement? That's gonna be the machine area, I guess. For more machines, or something like this. I don't know. I appear to have uncovered an underground cave here, which is not very useful, but, anyway, yeah. That's just nice. I didn't even know that was there until I decided to come through here and just tear all this out of the ground. I mean, the things you find when you just randomly decide to do something to your ship to make it way bigger. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna be able to add another floor to our ship, which, I mean, we don't really have much inside of our ship to begin with, and I don't know why I'm gonna need this extra floor. But I guess I'll use the extra floor for probably, like, machines, maybe, if we get machines on board the ship. I don't know yet what we're gonna do with machines on the ship. We're probably not gonna do much with that yet. I'm gonna get the ship to space, and that way I can go down to planets and stuff. And then we'll work on machines and things like that. But for now, that's gonna be the ship, basically. So we need to add 400 more blocks to the ship, which means we can either do that on the inside, outside, wherever you want. But I'm gonna go ahead and just do it down here for best results, and then I'm going to have to clear out a bunch of stone. It's a lot of work, but it's gotta be done. And this is going to be weird to look at once it's actually built. Because I did not expect to have to add an extra layer to the ship. Honestly, did not want to add an extra layer to the ship. Anyway, this should be 4 blocks apart between each segment that I'm going to do down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at the front of it, I will do a point, I guess, or something. Or maybe I will do, like, this. Make it, like, sharp, like a ship. It will do. And then we'll do the rest of the ship. Yeah, that should do. Then we gotta make a bunch more of this seared stone. Seared stone production is underway. We're getting seared stone now. So that will do the trick. And then, yeah, the section should be big enough that our ship will make it into space, I hope. Anyway, I gotta take care of an upload. Alright, so the actual stuff should be ready to be casted out now that it's being melted down and stuff inside the actual machine. I can start casting out the bricks for the rest of the bottom of the ship. You know, I thought I would have enough of these assembly bricks, or these, what are these called? These are called seared bricks to actually make the entire bottom of, or the entire ship itself. Yeah, no, I'm never gonna have enough to make the ship. Anyway. Once it's done, I'll add probably gold sheet metal in this build somewhere. It'd look nice, I think. Alright, so we need to actually put in a floor, too. That's something else I didn't think about. And also calculate how many blocks this will be, because, I mean, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 blocks down. Goes 5 on each side, 5 blocks down. Nice. And then I'm just gonna use these guys for the floor, I guess. And this section will basically be done when we install the walls. It's ship made of wood. How have I made a ship from wood? This section is gonna be weird, but I guess I'm just gonna do wood for this section as well. This ship is made from wood. No, I'm gonna do bricks for that section. That's what I'll do. Bricks for that section. Oh, it's gonna be so expensive and annoying. I'll do seared bricks for, I guess I could do wood. Save a lot of resources on wood. Seared bricks, a lot of mining to do, but seared wood, actually not very much mining to do anymore now that I got the hammer. Technically, if I had enough dash to make the dash pickaxe, I would have made that. But the meteors weren't generous. They just gave us 1 piece of dash, which is generous enough for me to make a shovel. Which I will greatly accept the shovel, because I don't have anything else that digs. So, I mean, I also have to install an airlock here? No, never gonna install an airlock in the machine room. It's the machine room. It's meant for machine things. Not meant for piloting a ship in AFK zone. That's meant for the actual air generation machine. Alright, I've got more seared bricks for the actual ship itself. I will be able to hook these into the floor. And we probably should set up the actual coke ovens down here on the ship. That'd be pretty ridiculous. I don't think we need coke ovens on the ship. This It's not 4 blocks, but this is 4 blocks. So that's 4 blocks apart there. Boom. Hopefully this increases the actual size of the ship, so we'll have to add the actual new dimensions, which are, what do we say, like 5 or something? Let's go ahead and check. The actual ship dimensions. We're going to set 16, 5, 6, back, 19, 5, down is now 5 as well. And the ship core is too light still. It needs we're at 1505. So, yeah, I need to add more blocks clearly, but that's easy peasy because these outside walls will just be wood. I'll add them a bit actually farther out than the rest of the ship, so that way I can, yeah, be able to do that. And then, I guess, how are we gonna get up and down between these 2 layers? Because, I mean, we'll have to use the outside or, like, something stupid like that. It'll be fun. We don't want to leave the ladders behind, so we'd have to extend each side. So I'll have to put the ladders, like, right here, and then you have to get out of the ship and fly. Yeah, you'd have to use a jetpack. That's kind of dangerous and stupid. Let's just use scaffolding instead. It'd be way simpler to actually get up and down the ship with scaffolding, because, you know, that's just how that works. We'll probably place scaffolding down this side here. You know, like right here. Boom. Scaffolding. Alright, so I actually need to make a trapdoor because you cannot get up and down very easily on these scaffolding into the doorway. You just fall right off. It's kind of stupid, but it does work if I have a trapdoor probably. Because, check this out. So if I climb up this way, I can do the trapdoor. Boom, I'm up. Boom, I'm down. If I don't use the trapdoor, I will just... Oh wait, I can do it like that. Okay, well I guess that works. But if the trapdoor is not there, you just fall straight down. And it's just like, ow. Ow. And my slime boots were not working for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm radiated, and that somehow has some effect on the slime boots. What? There's no logic in that, but who cares? Here I am thinking, yes, I get to go to space in this episode, but here I am thinking, no, because we actually need to build a massive amount of the ship first. You know, every episode I tell you all, we're gonna go to space. We're gonna go to space. We're gonna go to... And then we do not get to space because we have not enough blocks. And then we just have to do the I again. I. Yes. 50. We need 200 and... 200... Yeah, it's okay, so 250 more will do the trick, probably. Okay, I'll go to 800. Well, we need 250 to get us into space. Which will be no problem. What are we getting from the actual... where's the thing? Over here. This should give us everything we need for the actual side of the ship. Oh, I know what to do. Walls are not even completed because I have not finished or not even started on the walls. The walls will need to be made from this stuff. Honestly, this ship is not going to be able to fit all of the features you would want for like an ore processing chain or something, for a mechanism or something like that. It's going to be way too small for... the ship's way too small for that. But it will be big enough to go into space, which is what I'm trying to get. Alright, so we ran out of bricks for this side, but don't worry, we'll have enough bricks to actually finish the ship, I hope. And then I've ran out of those. Let's get an idea how much more blocks I'm gonna need for this, because it is a massive ship now. Like, look at this. I thought this ship was cramped before. Yeah, no, we have one floor there, we have an extra floor there, and we have an extra room here. But this room's already full. This room's full, except for the back. The back is gonna be for, like, essential things to keep us alive, maybe. I don't know, things that need oxygen. It's not really much things. Because I'm pretty sure you can grow plants in space, if it's anything like Galacticraft. Although I don't even know if it is like Galacticraft or not. I've never tried this mod out. I've never gotten to space in this mod. I've never gotten to this point before, except for in test worlds, and that doesn't count, because that's a test world. You don't need food in a test world. You just need to figure out if you can do something in a test world. That's why you make a test world to begin with. Like, what? So like, so I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm not gonna go into a test world to find out if you can grow plants in space. I'm not gonna grow plants in space because, to be honest, that's kind of overrated. That defeats the whole purpose of the game. You see, the whole purpose of the game is to constantly be complaining about the fact that you have only rotten flesh, and that's the only thing you can ever eat. But anyway, regardless, we're making progress on this spaceship, and I think next episode we're getting into space, like actually getting to space. Like there's no doubt the next episode is the space episode, the one that you've all been waiting for probably, because I kept saying, yeah, we're getting to space today, guys. Yeah, we're totally getting to space today. And then I always failed because, yeah, no, we're not getting to space today. We have to build this machine. We have to upgrade this machine. We have to go to Nether, do all this stuff. We have to go get all this stuff. Yes, but today, well, next episode. Well, actually, today we'll get the ship moving. That's my goal. I'll get the ship moving today. That's a pretty reasonable goal. And then we'll get into space next episode, because it's going to take a lot of time to get into space. It does take a bit of time to get into space. I'm not joking with that part. You do have to go, like, up a bunch. But considering how big our ship is, it will probably go, like, in 1 second and be in space. Like, honestly. And this thing looks like rubbish right now. I'm going to cover the outside in rubber wood to make it a little less rubbishy, I think. I will add gold highlights into the build as well, because gold looks really good when you put it on your ship, and it looks like this thing. Honestly, this does not look too bad. This actually looks like a sailing pirate ship of some kind. But like a medieval punk kind of thing. Like what? I'm not sure. Like it's like steampunk, but like kind of medieval steamy punk. Oh, then that's what I'm talking about. Adding an extra log on this layer makes it look kind of less bad. It still looks rubbish. But it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it could be. It could be... Your spaceship probably looks terrible. I'm not gonna lie. We put this here, and this here. And then we'll cover the back in these. Oh, it's like a supporting layer. That makes sense. Right, and then... Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then we give just... Let's just do the entire backside with this, instead of worrying about getting more cast bricks out. That would be pain, is to make more bricks. And just do like an opening in the back, so that way we can have the space aliens hang out with us while we're going to places. No, I'm joking. There'll be no lights on this floor, because there can't be lights in the vacuum of space. Let's go ahead and check, unless you make like arc lamps or something, but I'm not doing that. Let's check our actual ship again. We'll have to do I, and then it will tell us what we're needing to do. I. Boom, 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 boom. 50, 16, 89. I need 100 more blocks.